What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dan Banksy Day, DJ Fine, CEO of GTU, We Are Jersey Magazine, and Jersey Diamonds, and I'm here with the lovely Good Karma Ent.
Yes.
How you doing, guys? Somebody guys introduce yourselves to Jersey and everybody out there.
I'm Kayla, CEO, co-CEO of Good Karma Entertainment.
I am Emily, co-CEO of Good Karma Entertainment, and we're excited to be here. We really are. We've been following you guys on Instagram for some time now, so it's a pleasure to actually be here.
All right, shout out to Good Karma Ent, man. We've been chopping it up already, so we're gonna do something a little bit different. But tell us a little bit about Good Karma and what y'all do.
Okay. Well, we are a community-based organization, entertainment company. We platform artists of all kinds, so middle-aged, young age, adults.
That was my cue. Okay. Well, we also do mentorship. We do programming. We want to make sure that we're providing resources for artists. A lot of artists are looking for opportunities and looking for, places where they can express their art, places where they can help other people that are artistic like them. So we're just providing those kind of,
Connections.
Yes.
Yes, networking opportunities, platforms for artists.
Absolutely.
All.
Yeah.
That's good. So where are you guys primarily based?
East Orange, New Jersey.
East Orange.
East Orange, yes.
Okay.
Jersey.
Yeah.
And what made you guys want to start in East Orange first?
It's home. It's home.
It's home, yeah.
We graduated from System Texas Performing Arts School, and after we graduated, they made that big old $1 million building on Central Avenue, Wyandotte?
Oh, Wyandotte in Maine.
In Maine, and it's $1 million building, two big theaters,
State-of-the-art
theaters, and we pretty much have an alliance and a connection with what the theater arts program director, Mr. Lemon.
Yes.
And it kind of just taken off from there. They have a group of kids that's a part of the theater arts. They call it KTD. And
Investment Society.
Yes, and we, do programming for them. Our last event that we did was putting on the hits. That's an event. It's kind of like the lip sync battle. We've been doing it way before the lip sync battle. We on television.
Yeah, this is
their
version. This is our original version of what they call the lip sync.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And we recently did that, and all the proceeds, all the money that we make during that show goes to them. They actually do all of the production for us. They work the lights, they work the curtains, they put the stuff on the tape,
Sound,
they do the sound, they do all of that.
Yes.
So, and they get a grade for that as well.
Yeah,
So
it's a great connection. It's definitely a great connection. I actually helped found that group, Kappa Theta Delta, in 2007 in high school.
Oh, wow.
So for it to be still active, alive, and working all these years later, it's great for us to be in partnership with
That's
them.
awesome.
Yeah.
Giving back, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So you guys are artists yourselves.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what each one of you do.
I am a singer-songwriter, and I'm finesse.
I'm not gonna put you on the spot yet.
At its best, I am finesse.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we just make it happen.
Yeah.
That's a part of my art form, making it happen.
Like that.
Yeah.
What about you?
And I'm a dancer. I've been dancing for a long time. I was a dance major at Tyson. I took a little break from it for a while because I just felt like I had to work. You have to make money. You gotta go to school. You gotta get a degree. You gotta make money and live that typical life. But after a while, it just wasn't fulfilling enough. So when we started talking about putting on the hits back, because that's how it initially started. When we talked about just doing a little alumni reunion situation, I'm at the school. We was rehearsing for it, and I'm just like, I still got it. Like, I still can do this a little bit. And then from there, it just kind of took off. I mean, we built Good Karma. I joined the dance company, and I just continued to dance and continued to work on my art. And I just realized, like, this is where you were the happiest, so this is who you are. So I'm a dancer. It took me a long time to say that, because I really felt ashamed to say I was a dancer. Even though I was dancing every day, even though I thought about dance every day, I felt ashamed. I wasn't almost worthy of that title, but I'm a dancer.
So what made you break out of that? Like, what kind of encouraged you, or how did you encourage yourself? Because that's very important that you were able to encourage yourself to actually own that title.
I was surrounded by women that was kind of reminding me of that. When we started preparing for Putting on the Hits and we were dancing and stuff like that, the girls were just like, girl, you still kind of got it. I was like, yeah, I do a little bit. Just that little boost from women that you admire yourself and that you look up to yourself, and and they're just kind of influencing you and letting you know, you still have it and it's something that you could possibly still do. Then it took off, and then from there we just created Good Karma, and it just built, and it gave me an opportunity to continue to dance. So that's why we're platforming for other artists. We're platforming for ourselves as well. So we know how important it is to get your art out there and to have people that are still working in 9 to 5, still taking care. I mean, these are married women. These women have children. They have families, and they're still fitting in that time, making that sacrifice, so they can still be a dancer. They can still be a singer.
So how's the networking going as far as connecting with a lot of individuals that are looking at your platform and really seeing like I really want to be a part of Good Karma?
To be honest, we have spent a lot of time building our brand, our foundation of Good Karma, because this is still our first year. So the networking has been interesting. I feel like people pop in and they're like, oh, I want to be involved. Or they're like, oh, I want to be involved in that. But I guess, what do you think? I feel like I've been consumed. I've been consumed, like really head down. I've worked with some people and try to get us, you know, like in different festivals and shows and stuff like that. But what do you think?
I feel like we've met a lot of people. We haven't necessarily started working with other people, but that's because we've been working. That's because we've really been working, and we can't invite people in until we have what we need to have. You know what I mean? We can't tell people that we are the greatest, and we're still working on it. So we're still a work in progress. So we are meeting people, we are networking. I'm constantly going to different events. I know you've seen this shirt before. If you've been to any kind of events, I'm always out. I'm repping us. I'm not talking much, but I'm just, you know, being a face and seeing what's out there and communicate with people and see what they're doing and kind of getting a feel of how to do this, because it's still fresh to us. It's still new to us. We're still learning.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's happened. I just think that the people and the connections that we've made will start to connect a little bit more sooner. Right now, we're just been at this building part, and that's why we're here right now. We're trying to connect with the people, and we're all about the culture. So
that's pretty much why we're here, right? With the connecting, the network.
It's time. It's time to actually start verbally speaking and people to know who we are, know our names, and know what Good Karma is about.
You know, because what I find is a lot of people do that step before this step, before the building and the foundation. And so you have that network, you have that following, you have those connections, but you don't have the product. And so we're not about to do that. We're gonna make sure we got that product and we're actually walking like we're talking. You know what I mean? We all in.
That's awesome. So how can they connect with you? Tell everybody how they can follow you and connect with you guys.
We have all social media. So on Instagram, you can follow us at Good Karma Ent. On Facebook, you can follow us at Good Karma Entertainment. We don't have a Twitter yet. I just do not have the Twitter figures for that. You really have to.
Oh my God. When we get our interns, shout out to the fact that we're looking for interns.
Yes, we are looking for interns. We're looking for college interns that can help us with these kind of things. We're not necessarily old, but we need some younger kids that can really, not kids, but younger people that can help us and keep us in the
who like social media.
Who like social media, yes. And definitely run things like our Twitter and stuff like that.
Yes.
But that's it.
Awesome, man. We are Jersey, Good Karma Ent.
Jersey.
Yes.
For what happened with us, we plan, but we're doing as we're planning. Because if you just plan, you'll get intimidated by the plan and the steps that you have to take to actually see any type of result.
Absolutely.
So we're doing as we're planning. It's like, okay, we need to do this. Okay, we're doing that so that we can get to the next step.
Yeah.
While we're in this step, we're still making 5 more steps over here.
Stay 5 steps ahead. So I tell people.
We plan our season. And right after burlesque and R&B, will probably take 2 weeks. Plan our whole season for next year.
Gotcha.
Because
there's no time to waste.
It's no time to waste, and we just applied. All we just became as preparation.
Awesome.
So we're really excited about that. It's like a huge thing for us.
Nice. Good for you guys,
Yeah, but that was a lot of footwork.
It was
a lot of footwork and a lot of waiting. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait.
And money.
Let's
talk about that money because money is, we try to make it, but obviously you have to invest in yourself, so we have to put in the money, obviously, to hopefully get that John back as soon as possible.
And it's not instant gratification.
No.
I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, especially starting their own business, starting their own company. It's like, I'm going to be instantly gratified. I'm going to become a millionaire tomorrow,
Yeah.
2 weeks from now. No, you gotta make sure you get through the first year of sticking together.
Yes.
So there's a lot of footwork, but if you're planning, you're on the right track, you know. And if you're doing those plans, you know, sticking to it. Sometimes, how many times do we have to take things out of the schedule because it just doesn't work? You know, or we have to rearrange because it just doesn't work.
It used to feel like a failure. Every time we decide, like we have plans that we had to do something and we decided that this just doesn't work right now and we had to remove that. For me, at least, it felt like failure. Like, why can't we do it all? But we have to be smart. We have to, you know, we have to plan smart. We have to be realistic.
Then we'll have times where it's like, I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
Like that, you know?
We pull something out and be like, you know what, that worked out for the best.
That
worked out for the best.
I'm glad we didn't do that because it would have just spent us, you know. And we have a great team, like inside of us. I guess inside of all that we do, we also have a group of young women who are amazingly talented artists. They're based with us as dance, but they all have their own individual companies or, you know, brand that they're building. And
it's awesome.
Yeah, it feels good because it's like
you guys are really like empowering women like to the full extent. It's great.
Yeah, we're trying to empower everybody. I mean, we do showcases with up and coming artists, and of course, I mean, we don't pay them, we don't charge them either, but it's for the kids. You know, they get a chance to perform for the kids who were probably like them, who saw someone performing and was like, you know, I want to do that. You know, I want to be a part of that. I love what we do. I really do love it.
You guys sound really good. That's awesome.
I really do love it.
Because initially, when you start doing things like this and you start to, aside from your team, you start communicating with people about what you're doing. If it seems too big, people be like, what? Yeah. And that can kind of mess up. I know for me that it kind of messed up my head a little bit. Like, is it possible to do this and make it bigger than what it is now and to continue to grow and everyone is just like, I mean, I guess. But it's not until you start actually moving, you start shaking, and people start seeing results. It's like, oh, now you want to be with the winning team.
Yeah. Oh,
now you see what we've been talking about. Everything is not for us.
Yeah.
A lot of all of what we do is for our team. Everything that they're doing, we're making sure that Good Karma is not completely consuming that, but being a light bulb to that.
Exactly.
You would dance, so that's cool. We're gonna put a light bulb to that. So show the world that you can dance. We're gonna give you the opportunity to dance.
So take classes, go better yourself. Because if you're not learning, then you're just being stagnant. You know what I mean? We're reading all the time. We're researching things all the time because we want to make sure that we are growing and we're staying on top and like working in our craft. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Like I mean, I sing all the time. I write, but Emily is a product, you know, like example of that. This girl is in class like Tuesday, Thursday, just did a show. Like, was that Saturday you just did a show?
Awesome.
Just did a show.
I just joined a dance company called Cakes and Hills with Dejanay. She has a class that she does. She has a studio 426, and she decided to develop a company called Cakes and Hills, and we're dancing in heels. And she kicked our butts preparing for this show, but it paid off. It always does.
Got sex cuts, her body changing before me. I'm like, what's going on?
So even with what I'm doing, I'm still fueling myself. I'm still fueling Emily. Emily is obviously a part of Good Karma, but I'm still fueling myself and working on myself and strengthening myself. And the things that I've learned from just being a part of the company for the last month are things that I'm already starting to implement into our company because structure, you know what I mean? And DJ has been doing this for a very, very long time. I'm very grateful for her. So I'm learning from her and I'm learning from everyone. If you can do it, I'm listening. I want to know, you know, how can I make myself better?
Absolutely.
You can't close your ears to people. You got to listen and learn.
Absolutely. And apply it to yourself.
And apply it to yourself, absolutely.
And, you know, constructive criticism and advice, it isn't always negativity, you know. You're free, everyone's free to take what you want and leave what you want, you know. So I mean, a lot of people, like, we get that sometimes, you know, you're a little tough or, you know, you're a little harsh, but this world is not nice, okay? Like, dude,
shoot, our president not nice.
You know what I'm saying?
He's there running all this. Unfortunately, he's not nice.
People aren't nice, and like, And you definitely don't want people to lie to you.
Yeah.
You know, you and I feel like we definitely give honesty to our company members. We give honesty to people who are coming to be a part of Good Karma.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because if you don't have it, you just don't.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, you do. And if you want it, you will.
Yeah, that's it. Because sometimes you may not have it, but if you're willing to work for it, it's gonna show up for you.
Absolutely.
If you're willing to work for it, it's gonna always show up for you.
So, hard work is probably one of the biggest, best steps you can take towards success. I mean, it pays off.
Say the best.
Pays off.
Absolutely.
Hard and smart.
Harder and smarter.
Hard and smart.
Genetic cuisine.
Jersey turned up entertainment. Entertainment.